I really want to play the new Diablo season. I do, and I wish I could justify it, but I can't. I understand that as an ARPG, Diablo is all about the action, but I'd also argue that cosmetically it's one of the best looking ones out there. Last Epoch, Path of Exile, they're all too busy in comparison. That grounded feeling is one of the reasons I find myself drawn to games like Diablo. And that's despite the fact that the game is about an inch deep. You know? It has that old Destiny 2 launch problem. Most of the game is all about grinding for slightly better numbers on the same set of armor, and that's it. You're just trying to increase numbers on your armor. There are no other reasons to grind really, short of self-motivation. Diablo is really kind about the base game transmog options, and that's great. But there are no real cosmetic options to strive for. Sure, there are 2 sets of armor per season in the Battle Pass, but really all the good stuff is locked behind a paywall. Which sucks because, like I said, there are no real reasons to grind outside of self-motivation because of that. In Destiny, I can't wait for the raid or the dungeon armor to drop so I can finally transmog it over to my other stuff and play around with those looks. In Diablo, if I want the best looking armor, my only option is to drop real cash. With this whole new season out, it's only exasperated the problem. I'm glad that Blizzard has fixed a lot of the problems with loot. That stuff excites me. Those improvements are real. They're great. I do want to check those out. But as a result, this season is not really a season. There's nothing super exciting outside of, like, the whole point of the season is, hey, we fixed some stuff. And because of that, outside of leveling up the battle pass, there's no real reason to give this season a lot of your time, right? Unless you're having fun. I don't know. I know when it comes to ARPGs that most people play these because they want to put together new builds and level them up and go through all that process. And I do think that's fun. I do think changing builds each season is fun. But the grind for gear, the grind for slightly better loot, that stuff has never really excited me. Like, yes, I like getting good stuff, but once I get to the end game, I need something else, right? Like, I really don't care about a 2% buff because of this slightly better affix that dropped, right? I want good cosmetics to grind for. That's just basically what I want. But every time I look at it and I'm like, ooh, that looks nice. How do I get this? It's in the shop. Oh, that looks nice. How do I get that? Also in the shop. Which just kind of kills all of my motivation to play that game. You know, the game is fun to play. I do have fun playing it. I shouldn't need reasons to play the game. I shouldn't. People have been talking about this a lot. Well, remembering times when people just used to play stuff for fun. But the industry has these hooks on us now where we have to have a reason to play. Whether that's completion, you know, just trying to get through the story, or whether that's leveling up a battle pass, or trying to get this exclusive piece of gear, trying to get this high rarity stuff. I just so happen to fall in the camp that where 1 or 2 bad decisions or 1 or 2 lackluster areas, because in Diablo 3 I was all about trying to look as good as I could. Didn't really care about the gear at all, outside of, you know, hitting a base power level. So maybe I'll give it a try this season. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it has that Destiny problem, where the only real reason to play is to get slightly better gear. And that only goes so far, even with you simplifying it. And I will admit, simplifying it does make it more appealing, because before it was too complicated. There were too many things you needed to hold on to all the time. Too many things to track. It's a little easier now. I do like that. But chances are, I'm just going to complete that grind and stop. I'm not going to worry about your cosmetics. I'm not going to worry about these super ultra rare items that will increase the power of my build by 5 to 10%, because I'm already in the end game. Why does it matter? But yeah, I know this is like the second of my unscripted, just kind of rambling videos, but I don't know. I just had the thought that this reminds me a lot of the early Destiny days, and I look forward to Diablo fixing some of these issues over time. Thanks for watching.